time for another Radio Wilder with Harry, dropping a fistful of tunes on us, in with Wilder news flashes, and of course, a reminder to get your Hot Wilder t-shirt. Click on store on wilder.com to see how you can get yours and how it helps the Be Kind to People project. Yes, you buy, you help. Now, take it to Stun, son, for another edition of Radio Wilder. Here's Harry.
Howdy. Hello there, Wilder ones. Weekend time. It's 2018, the month of August. I'm going to be about that specific. I'm not going to get into any more time zones. Man, I have trouble with time zones. We're always having meetings. Somebody's always screwing it up 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. We have activities with people all the way on the East Coast at the most 3 hours. Then between East and California, of course, Arizona is a state that doesn't change time. So, and I understand all the old reasons. So let's just get rid of the time zones with everything else that's going on. Let's just call it all one. Can it just be 6:30 or 8 o'clock wherever you are? All right, that's enough bitching right now. Fabulous summer for the Big H. And I think what I'm going to do, my news and notes are all over the place. The one thing I want to say with tremendous pride and humility is that, and I've said 61 times, I think Terry counted, that the show's success is based on 70 years of rock. It's not me, it's not other stuff. But nonetheless, it's growing 30 to 40 people per week. And we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary towards the end of September. 32 countries that we've talked about. I forgot how many, 315 cities, all of it. 30 countries more than I expected and 314 cities more than I thought. But we're happy to have it. And it's built on the 70 years of rock, what I have in my collection, but then also many, many wonderful additions from fans and people requesting that have not only showed me some older stuff that I didn't have, but plenty of new, even though I had new stuff. When we started this show, I had plenty of 2017, 16, because I've not stopped listening to music. Just because you don't play anymore or just because you stop, there's no reason to stop listening to music. You may have certain kinds or artists that you like, but you don't just say, okay, that's it. It's 1980. I don't want to listen to any more music. Not for me anyways. I'll be listening to it till they put me in that little urn or, I don't know, ski binding or whatever it is. But back to the news and notes. I'm going to kind of go all over the place, but I'm going to give a little peek. Today we have 3 stickies, and one of the stickies is a result of our interviewing Howard Steele, the Steel Man up in Denver, and we're hoping that the anniversary show is going to have plenty of his interview that we had, all kinds of eye-openers. I didn't know the man was involved with bands and won 10 to 12 gold records. You can win a gold record several different ways. Several different people that participate can win it, not just the artist, the writers, the sound engineers, which Howard was, the rest of it. So we're going to have that on the show. That's the last sticky of the day. And then I was at the Southwest Skin Specialist today. And I had a cancerette on my face. I call it a cancerette. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was or wasn't. But, you know, when you have this kind of a face for radio, you want to be sure it's looking good all the time. So I have this big, huge white bandage on my face, looking real nice. I like it. But I went in to see my favorite doctor, Dr. P, Neil Patel. And the first thing, as I walked into his office last year, those of you that listened or at the very start, I was in there and he said, what are you doing? I told him about the show, and he stopped, pulled out his phone, gave me a shot of his daughter's video, a little drummer, 14. I said, send it to me. Well, it never happened. Well, today I went in for him to assault me. And first thing I walked in, he said, how's the show? And I told him all about it. I brought him a couple of T-shirts, a couple of caps. And finally, his daughter's little band is broken up, but she's still playing, and he wants her to practice a little more. But he finally got connected where we could send his video over. So right there before they ripped into me, her video got sent over to T's headquarters, and we're going to post that as fast as we can. That'll be Dr. Neil Patel's daughter. We'll talk about that. So he'll be shocked we got it done. But it was very cool. He's a doc. He's a neat guy, real neat guy. And his assistant just sat there listening to the two of us talking about music before he even carved me up. And music is everywhere, and that's the beauty of it. He and I are on the same thing, whether my business, whatever it is, or his doc, whatever it is when it comes to music. So he gave me a musical a recommendation called The Overcoats, Couple of Chicks. So I'll be looking that out and seeing it. So that was fun. Then we had some good response about the dancing meat a couple shows ago. It's a true story, as true as I can tell it, and everybody agrees the green sheen meat was there. That's not even up for debate, but I promised the dancing, which made me think, again, I have to remind myself sometimes, even though we've got some fans over there in France. Hello, Francis, people in France. Marlene said, don't ever try to do any kind of accent. Your accents are the worst I've ever heard. They always come out to sound the same. But it reminded me of two other assaults I had, where the meat, I'm thinking of the meat, what could be in the meat? Were they maggots? Were they ants? I don't know what was in there, living, hibernating, moving around in my meat, but they were there. And it reminded me when I was a little kid and I lived in Troy, New York, we had a shed. My dad had a little shed. We were on 4 acres up there, and he had a shed where he kept the lawnmower, where you could ride around. I used to ride around with my dad on the lawnmower. Well, one time I went in the shed, and I don't know why I do this, because I don't sleep with a shit, pardon my language, but apparently I went in the shed one afternoon, fell asleep, and was assaulted by bees, and they had to run me in the house and do all kinds of lotion and this and that, try to save me. So, okay, that's one little story. Well, then fast forward to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I can remember that I was to feed our dog, and I don't remember who our dog was. I don't know if Obi was our dog then, a boxer we had for 16 years. I presume he was. And we had a dog food called KDA. I can remember that. I've never seen it anymore, but it was specialized dog food. So I went out and I was opening the top with a little can opener. I was sitting on the curb in front of our house, and again, for no reason, I fell asleep. Well, I woke up to the stinging hell where I had ants all the way into that can, all the way up my arms, all the way into all other places that I don't need ants to be living. And I had to go back inside, go back into the old bathtub, and did whatever they did. And I thought, why do I get into these things? We've got the dancing meat. Why do they come to my meat to live? Why do we have to have these other things? It's hard enough to sleep. So we won't go on too much about that. But we're getting very excited back to the first annual, which I told Dr. P today. I said, I never thought I'd be talking about first year anniversary, and it's been great. So we're going to get Howard's in there. We're going to get a bunch of sound bites and fans, and we're working on a tool where we need more sound bites from you, the fans. Play this for me, do this. Here's a recipe I've got. I don't care what it is. This is, as I mentioned before, this is a place. This is our place. We can say and do whatever we want within reason. Well, there is no reason. We're going to do and say what we want. I get to play the music I like, and you can send me in your music, and of course, most of the time I'm going to accept it. So, but in that, it's going to be a device where you're going to be able to call in. It'll be a phone number, and you can call in and say, hey, this is Sherlock Holmes calling from London, and I'd like to request London's Falling by The Clash, and here's this and here's that, and it'll be easy then. And I don't mind calling people that I know to get a soundbite, but it's pretty difficult. And what prompted me to think about it was I was listening to the Garage the other day, Underground Garage, and I heard Eddie from Pearl Jam, and he came on, hey, this is Eddie, Pearl Jam, we're playing up in Seattle or this. And I listened to the sound quality, and I thought, I've heard that before on other shows. And I'm sure it's that same type of vehicle. So we'll have that available. And then we're going to have, of course, Howard's interview, hopefully some interview and some stuff from Ty. We want to get some stuff from the Caper Clowns. We're looking to see their new song. We got David Sweetlow just sent us his brand new song that Well, we will play for him. I think we'll have that in about 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right, that's about what you're going to get to hear today. Now, I may say a few things in the Babel section, but I may not. It doesn't matter. We've got, of course, the Enquirer, and we're gonna stick with this new format with the Enquirer, which are the headlines to titillate you and force you to go out. And I got a real bonus today. It's going to be a very special bonus that you can purchase in the purchasing department. But let's start off with the music. We got Adam West. It's off God's Gift to Women. There's a Bimbo under my bed. We'll leave that alone. But Adam started off in his band was formed in D.C. Jake Starr, that was the name of the guy that formed the band. He formed it with the idea to have some kind of a garage band with a 60s sound to it, if you will. And the first single came out on Fandango Records, I Get a Sensation, and that was 1993. And they've been rolling since, and they've done 35 7-inch singles, 5 full-length studio albums, 40 appearances on compilations. They're a rocker. They do it their way. It's different, very nice. Then let's see. We have one more sticky in this first group, and then the last one's at the end. This is neat. Fastball's a group I really like. Marlene and I moved around on this song in 1998, or this album, Fastball, called The Way, and the album was All the Pain Money Can Buy. So it was done and named. The song was named because it was basically formed because there was a couple that got lost and were found in a ravine after they got lost. It was Leland and Raymond Howard. They were an elderly couple that disappeared in Texas, and she had Alzheimer's, and Raymond had just finished from a brain surgery, yet they were going to a festival, and they were found 2 weeks later in a ravine dead. So the Fastball guys, their singer, see if I can see where the hell he is. Doesn't really matter, because what he decided to do, he used his imagination, and Dean Scarrow used his imagination to say the song is The Way, that the couple, his imagination was they began reminiscing and decided to become ethereal beings on a permanent romantic trip. Therefore, that's the answer to the song's question, where were they going without ever knowing the way? I like that. I think that's very nice. Okay, so I don't know how to count them all up today, but I'm just going to start off with 4 because that's what I think we need. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you. Let's see if we can rock it out nicely tonight and move it along. Okay? It's a music time.
Bimbo, I lost my bag in the lobby and I sure need to spend the night. Now I've got her alone in my room. The morning always comes too soon. 'Cause there's a Bimbo under my bed, got loose now. She's out of her head, but I loved her right from the start. She stole my American heart. She stole my American heart. She said I like it under here and I'll soon drift off to sleep. I said yeah, but how about some leisure? She said I like it under here 'cause I won't get in too deep. Now I've got her alone in my room. The morning always comes too soon. 'Cause there's a Bimbo under my bed, got loose now. She's out of her head, but I loved her right from the start. She stole my American heart.
would've laid my hands on you, shown you a thing or two. I wish I'd have pushed you against the wall, locked the door in a bathroom stall, and the windows indiscreet. I wish you'd laid your hands on me, that kind gonna bring me to my knees. I wish I'd let you lay me down, 'cause I wouldn't be here wishing now. I wish I'd laid my hands on you. I wish I was still half drunk, still tangled up, still making love. But instead I'm alone in bed with you in my head. Can't get you out of my head. And my only regret, I wish I'd have laid my hands on you, got you high in a motel room, a little secret for my soul, no one sees, no one knows, forbidden company. I wish you'd laid your hands on me and never let me go, drawing pictures on my skin, places no one's ever been. I wish I'd have laid my hands on you. On you, shown you a thing or two. I wish I'd have pushed you against the wall, locked the door in a bathroom stall, and your windows indiscreet. I wish you'd laid your hands on me, that kind gonna bring you to your knees. I wish I'd have let you lay me down, 'cause I wouldn't be here wishing now. I wish I would have laid my hands on you.
Together tonight. I got some money in my jeans and I'm really gonna spend it right. Well, I've been doing my homework all the week long, and now the house is empty and my folks are gone. Woo! Come on, everybody. Oh, well, my baby's number one, but I'm gonna dance with 3 or 4. And the house will be shaking from the bare feet a slapping on the floor. Well, when you hear the music, you just can't sit still. If your brother won't rock, then your sister will. Woo! Come on, everybody. Oh, well, we're cares? Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
Hi, this is David Sweetlaw on RadioWilder.com, where you can hear the newest and the best music in rock and roll.
Director of Public Relations or a 299
is available only at the
Sir, there's no other.
Okay.
They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer slacking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up the wine and they got to talking. They now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone could see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Anyone could see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Today.
heard that song many, many, many times. We listened to it in the 90s. But when I read that about why and how the roads are always paved in gold, there's always sunshine, you're never going to get old, he did a nice job putting that together to honor that couple. They were going to a festival, as I mentioned, and with the Alzheimer's and the brain surgery, it was one of those things that's where it was. And if they are where the roads are always paved in gold, maybe they'll be honored to know about that song, what happened down in Texas. We're kind of front-loaded tonight. Front-loaded meaning we have plenty of good tunes. I'm looking at some of the ones that we got coming up later. Awesome. And we only have one sticky left, but it'll cause me, because you're going to hear a lot about Howie and Ty and the gang, because it was wonderful going down there. And I talked for 2 months before going down there, and I'll talk for a couple months after. And there's plenty more from both the guys. One currently playing, one on the other side of the glass, as he liked to call it. But now he has a great new business. So it's not brand new. It's 18, 19 years old. Basically, he could build you a whole company, do the audio, the visual, work with the architect, do it all. So you'll hear those from now on, but we had it was an odyssey through Texas. Marlene did the mileage. It's about 3,000 miles by the time we got it all said and done. We do it a little differently. I got to see little Henry P. I've been calling him Henry J. He's my niece's new little baby, and he's about 2 months old. And Henry J. just came out. I've always had the disability or ability, if you want, just make words up, make names up. That's what I like to do. So as soon as I heard it, his name is Henry Phillip. And for me, I just kept calling him Henry J. And somebody asked me, why do you say Henry J? Marlene said, you've got to stop saying that before you go down there. I said, I'll call him Henry P when I go down there. And I said, I just remember a car called a Henry J. And they told me there's no car ever called the Henry J. I said, I really, really believe there is, but I never did anything about it. So when we were down at Sammy's place with Josh and Sammy Trainer, nice new house that they had, we were there with Carrie and Philip and Henry P. And so Philip looked it up, and by God, I was right. 1947, I think he showed me, Kaiser had a Henry J. Look it up. It's an ugly little duckling. It gave you the standard engine lets you bruise along with 60 horses. They claim it could go 50. Then you could pump it up to the 80 horser and go a little bit faster. But maybe it's not even an ugly duckling. It's kind of neat. Kaiser didn't last long, but it was as we went in that trip. We'll be laying out different parts. We were everywhere in El Paso, and we'll tell you a little bit about Spicewood, Texas. That's a place. But let's play a little bit more music tonight. But when I say front-loaded, we have two more coming up, and then I'm going to bang into the Deuces or Wilder, and then we're just going to go all over the place. We've got Lucinda Williams, we got Cheap Trick, the Drifties, the Drifters. Got a little U2. Got, of course, Ricky, the guy that I ever ended up playing and wanting to play, and we had lots of conversation about him with Ty, who played with him. We got Rocco De Luca and The Burden. Like that song. And then De Nana, Shaky Bum Bum. You've heard that before from Fourth Impact and Tony Valor. Guess what? Another request for that. Different person. So now we've had Simple Man and this particular song lined up for the first and only songs coming up on a year that have ever been requested twice. We've had people say play a Beatles song or play this. And speaking of that, as I ramble on and Tourette off down the road, the Beatles show is slowly gaining momentum. More and more people are listening to it. You know, you look at all the shows, we do our analytics on Tuesday, analytics, and it has all the shows. Most downloaded, which continues to be number one. Obvious reason. Somebody said, what is this thing? Let me listen to it. But then you'll see certain shows creep up, like Ty shows up one of the top 5, and you'll try to figure out why or what. Is it the music? But there's really no rhyme or reason, except if it's around a holiday. And the Beatles show was, so it had a slow pickup, and then got to pick up pretty well the second week, and then it's just been gaining every week. So that may give us an opportunity to want to do that again. All right, and then we have Howie's Boys, Trooper. We'll get to those. So we got some songs coming up. All right, so gin blossoms. Well, you know what I didn't do here? The old amateur Harry here. There's a Bimbo under my bed. I told you that, Adam West. And then Hands on You. Ashley wants to get her hand on you. Ashley Monroe off the Sparrow album. Then Eddie Cochran, the king, one of the kings at the late 50s. Eddie says, come on, everybody, let's crank it up. And then, of course, we talked about The Way. Now we're going to do Allison Road, Gin Blossoms, right here from Tempe. They had a nice success in the 90s. And then a little band you've called Inxs, a new sensation, sounded good. So we're going to play those two. And I promise you, Davey, I promise you, Terry, sit back and relax, because as soon as they spell it INXS, but it's Inxs off the Kick album, we'll stop. We'll go into the Deuces or Wilder. Let's see, what should we do? We'll go right into the Deuces or Wilder, and then I'll say who it was. How about that? Or should I say? Well, let's debate about it, Harry, since it's just you sitting here talking. In the meantime, let's play a little music, and what I think I'll do is let Dave and Terry take us directly from there in the Deuces or Wilder. That way you get a nice foursome.
My mind on what I'd find, all of the pressure that I left behind on Allison Road. Fools in the rain, if the sun gets through. Fires in the heaven of the eyes I knew on Allison Road. Dark clouds falling when the moon was near. Birds fly by AM in a bedroom stair. There was no telling what I might find, and I couldn't see, I was lost at the time. On Allison Road, yeah, I didn't know I was lost at the time. On Allison Road, so she fills up her sails with my wasted breath, and each one's more wasted than the others, you can bet. On Allison Road, now I can't hide on Allison Road, so why not try on Allison Road? I know I wanna love her, but I can't decide on Allison Road. And I didn't know I was lost at the time. Eyes in the sun, but the road wasn't wide. And I went looking for an exit sign. All I wanted to find tonight. On Allison Road, yeah, I didn't know I was lost at the time. On Allison Road. My mind, and if the sun gets through, fires in the heaven of the eyes I knew on Allison Road. On Allison Road, on Allison Road, Allison Road. Let's ride!
Get your Radio Wilder t-shirt. Click on store on RadioWilder.com. Number one with over 60 years of music, life, and stories. Harry on RadioWilder.com. Let's get the songs on the air. It's time for Harry's Deuces Are Wilder on RadioWilder.com.
Nothing but a heartache.
Hopefully I didn't screw it up, and the boys got to give you 4 going right into the deuces. The deuces are Wilder selection. Just sounding nice, sounding good. We got the early flirtations doing it, and then one of our favorite bands, Southside Johnny and the Ashbury Dukes. Nothing but a heartache, double-double. You would call one R&B and soul, and the other's blues. They're really very similar to what they did. When we were on this journey, you're going to hear plenty of stuff because it's very interesting. I was at Ty's house, and he took me in his room, and he was showing me some really cool pictures. There was some bowling picture, like a bowl-a-thon that they did with about 100 musicians, the Turtles, you name it, all over. And Ty's kind of slender and skinny. He's a rock and roller. He had become friends or knew Rosie Greer, the giant tackle that used to play pro football. And by the time they put the 100 people together, Ty couldn't be seen, so he asked Rosie to put him up on his shoulder. So he looked down, put him up. It's a nice picture. I'd like to see if Ty can get us some of those pictures that we can use. And then as a car guy, he took me over to the corner, and he had a kind of a real nice looking black suit on. And he was standing next to a 55 black Thunderbird, cool looking Thunderbird. What I didn't realize is the Thunderbird, that was the first year. And to add to the coolness of it, he bought it, and he bought it from Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys. So a really nice picture. I'd like to get that up there from Ty. And not to keep it, but to have it. So that was a lot of fun, just doing that. And when we get to the last sticky, I'll tell you something that's kind of funny that shocked T. Opened his mouth up, 3 or 4 flies went in. He was so stunned by it. Over to Howie's place. All right. I'm not even close to the Enquirer. So what are we going to do here? What do we got going? And several of these songs tonight are just pleasing Harry. I'm trying to tie him into something. Lucinda Williams, she did a concert for the Garage out in New York, a benefit, and I heard that, and I checked my collection, and I have a couple of her tunes. I brought that in. I like Cheap Trick always, and they're one of Robbie's favorite groups, so we'll play that. Of course, Ricky Nelson already talked about that. So let's see, 1, 2. All right, let's do 3. Just see what it sounds like. Take a look around, stop, peek, see, because I'm going to be anxious to show you. I may change your whole world tonight for $10 or $15. All right, let's rock it.
Tried to race my
Harry's Radio Wilder. Not just any music, but over 65 years of rock and roll. Stories, life. RadioWilder.com.
when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be making love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. From the park you hear the happy sounds of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby, it's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be making love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Sometimes I'm looking at the list and you're trying to remember, and how will this flow with this one, and how about that one and the next one? And I was thinking, okay, Kim Ritchie. And by the way, I always get a nice lecture from Martin. You said, let's rock and roll, let's rock. And then it's a country western thing. And I said, babe, there's 3 or 4 songs in this whole little set. It's rock and roll. All the songs on this are, in my mind, whether they're country or not, they're in our little rock and roll wagon. They've been dusted off, brought out, prettified, and they qualify. So Kim Ritchie moved along nice. Chasing Wild Horses. Doesn't that make you think, man, that's very well written. Do You Feel Love by U2 off the pop. Then, of course, the great one, Under the Boardwalk, The Drifters, beautiful singing. Okay, so I think I'll tell a Howard story, because I've kept this story under wraps for a long time, and it has the two of us involved. And I wasn't sure because it seemed like a dream, but I had to check it out with Howie and Terry's the witness. One night, Howard, I might have mentioned it before, but I couldn't verify it. So if that's the case, I am going to verify it tonight. Howard came to town, and I don't remember who we were with, but we moved along nicely, properly. And when we went to some nightclub over on the east side. It was a really good nightclub, and it was hot, and the crowd was all excited about it. And it was the happening place. Let's just say that. And we were tuned up nicely before we got there, feeling good about everything, music, dancing. Hadn't seen Howard in a while. We were probably 30, 28 or 29 or 30. And I'm sitting there and feeling really good about everything. Of course, as you well know by now, I'm not out dancing. That's not available. I'm there drinking and checking things out and looking it all over. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, some guy comes up and pops me on the side of the head, knocks me out of my chair. And so I jump up and we start going after each other, landing blows left and right. I'm not any professional fighter, but I'm not going to get slugged in the side of the face either. And he wasn't a professional fighter. So as I landed a blow on him and he landed a blow on me, I've had very short fight career, but this is one thing that never happened in it before, and that was I looked over to the right, and Howard had jumped up on this guy, probably bigger than the guy I was wailing on, and Howard had a chokehold around his neck, and he just kept punching his ear, and it made me laugh. I was laughing as the guy was landing punches on my head, and I'm landing on him just because I thought that guy's ear is going to be so screwed up, and I'm so proud of Howard, and I'll be buying him drinks, and Howard just had him beautifully, just banging on that ear, So I said, okay, Howard, this is the way I see this story. Did it happen like that? And he said, exactly like that. And then, people came around, busted us up and whatever. And about a set later, the guy comes over to me and he apologized and said, I'm really sorry. You were the wrong guy. I was thinking it was something else, or somebody told me it was you and it was something else. Let me buy you a round of drinks. That's how they settle things in those days. There was nobody getting knifed or shot or waiting outside to gang tackle you. So that's a little peek at Howard's character. He has your back, and I'll never forget that. But it did make me laugh. And tell me how many times you've been in a fight, especially if you're not a professional fight, that you're laughing while blows are being landed. All right.
It's a Radio Wilder news flash, because inquiring minds and behinds want to know.
Okay. Cheap Trick would be nice after that. I think I'll do? I'll just inquire it up right now. It's not Savage this evening. I've received a lecture about that also. Of course, you know where all the lectures come from. You got to keep it positive. I said, well, the world, everything I ever see and anything that I used to read, newspapers, I think it's all wrecked anyways. This is out of the Inquirer. You can't argue with the facts, and some of them are negative. So I've tried to tone down the negativity, but occasionally I'm going to have one in, and that's how the Inquirer reads. So we're going to call this week, it the Inquirer Gold. And the gold is that Tom Hanks, of course, is walking Meg Ryan down the aisle. And if you don't remember, they starred together in Sleepless in Seattle. And she's walking down the aisle with our good friend, Johnny Cougar, John Mellencamp. They've been together for years. That's a strange coupling, but a nice coupling. So Tom will be honored to walk her down the aisle. I like that. Then how about this for a positive? The first Gerber baby. The first one. You know what the Gerber baby looks like, right? Okay. So I like it when I can answer my own stuff. It's a pretty nice thing. Meets the latest Gerber. It's a cute picture. You want to take a peek at that in the Inquirer. And then the top secret Navy mission. That's basically what led to finding the Titanic. They had Bob, whatever his name was, and he was doing something else for him. And he said, well, let me go look for the Titanic at the same time. They said, you do our task and you can go ahead and do it. Then Heidi, remember Heidi, the cheeseburger eater? She's playing house with Kid Rock, or not Kid Rock, with a Kid Rock, or youngster, cougering it up some. And, whatever. Let's read it and weep, or read it and have delight. And then the readers have reached out as our country's gone mad. Miss America, which used to be a very proper show. It's not that they have so many trash cans on TV now. I don't know what they're guarding anymore for, but they've decided to save us. And they've said that there'll be no more bathing suit to look at. You just get a nice lecture, probably maybe a science lecture or something from the beauties of Miss America, and then they'll hand out a trophy. I don't know what they're going to do. But kind of like the Maryland, the getting rid of the parking on the driver test, because it gets the millennials nervous and anxious, and it's kind of a problem. So they will just take it away, so you don't have to worry about that part. All of us groaned, and all of us could drive before we went there, and we could park, but you knew that if you couldn't park the car into the test, you'd fail. But they've eliminated that for you as we PC it along with the 8th place trophies. Easy, Harry. Let's not go down the trail there. Keep her calm. But the readers have reached out to the Inquirer and demanded the bathing suits to be put back in. That'll tell you a little something about where that's going. All right, here's a treat for you. Maybe your life sucks. Maybe you'd like a turnaround. Maybe you'd like to win the lottery. Maybe you're happy and you want some more happiness. I don't know what it could possibly be, but have you ever contemplated calling up the psychic stars? Maybe go to the live psychic reading, a hotline. Have you ever tried it? All right, so the Inquirer is going to reach out, and this is something you can do right now when you listen to this show when you're done. And maybe it turns everything around for you or makes it even greater than it was. A special offer from the Inquirer, $10 for the first 15 minutes, 5 minutes free with the first paid reading, 800-886-1445, and that is, let me look at that number again. Let me get a little close up. Did I say 886-1445? PsychicStars.com. I'd be interested to see, and I may call that myself just to hear it. In fact, I may call it one time here on the show. Ooh, I put my phone away so there's no noise in here. I felt like calling them right now, see what they have to say for me. Tell them they're live on the Wilder Wagon. 32 countries, some not understanding English, some understanding many languages, might want to hear from the psychics. The PsychicStars.com. This is a special offer, $10 for 15 minutes. You can't hand out $10 if you can't send it to the Be Kind People Project. That's what I'd like to see. All right, done with the Inquirer. Deuces Are Wilder. A couple little stories, the Wild West story from El Paso, Texas. Now back down where I'm going to wait till I get to the last sticky. And what I'm going to do is we have the Alfred Silliboy. I think we have it Silliboy. I don't want to say silly boy, but if it is silly boy, it doesn't matter. Alfred's picked a nice winner out the second time. So I'm going to leave those two by themselves, the request for Alfred, and then talk. The last song on our set today is the Boys in the Bright White Sports Car from Trooper. 2 for the show. Ties right into Howard. So I'm going to talk about that. So those two are going to stay by themselves, which leaves us with 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's going to work. 1, 2, 3. Isn't it great that I can count like this? All right, we'll do 3, and we'll start off with Cheap Trick. Let Lucinda Williams come on with Walk On, and then Shelley with a request. Gold. Well, it's not a request. She said, look at this one. She's constantly sending them to me. So we both have had fun. Put it together for her. This is a 2018 off the Goldfrapp called Silver Eye, the deluxe edition. It's called Anymore. We'll do those 3, take a look, pull the jalopy over, put a little oil in it, and then see how it goes after that. Roll it, rock it, roll it.
Times not sleeping and time won't lose. You can't win. 'Cause time can't lose. So stop what you do. Start on something new. Don't be hypnotized. Don't start thinking with your eyes. I don't know why you mean that much to me. You don't know what it feels like loving you. We all know the truth.
music, more stories, more life. Coming up with Harry on RadioWilder.com. RadioWilder.com.
Anymore. Goldfrapp off the Silver Eye, the deluxe edition, 2018. I didn't say much about the years tonight. When I look around here, we got some 60s, not some. We have one, maybe two, plenty of 2000s. And as I was telling the girl today, we have a couple of 70s. Doesn't matter. They're good tonight and they're sounding good. I said, we got it, whatever it happens to be. And on tonight's show, it's a perfect example. 3 2018s on here, and there could be a 2019 if it sounds good enough as it's on its way in and coming out. Next, teenage idol, Ricky Nelson. He was my teenage idol, everybody's teenage idol, as he got to sit around and the girls reported into him. And he had, after a while, he had some great session guys. He had Jimmy Burton playing guitar, and he had the Jordanaires who did backup singing for Ricky. You might remember the Jordanaires, and if you don't remember the Jordanaires, another fairly well-known guy that they backed up was Mr. Elvis Presley. Okay, we have those. I know what I was going to say. Any more Shelley's that she sent me? Well, we're having a lovely time. She sends me a lot of stuff. Nobody can compare to Mike L., but I'm getting some good ones. If you ever have a really interesting or good or want me to try it out, Deuces or Wilder or double play cover, love to have it. Those are very valuable to me, and I've had a couple only. So I don't think you just have to send one request. If you have a cover that you think is good, Shelley just sent me one the other day. I think it's like a Van Morrison, Pink Floyd kind of a thing. I haven't looked at it yet. She sent me one last week, too. She's a fine contributor to the Deuces or Wilder, the double players, the covers. Ricky. We'll do that. Coming in from when was that? The 50s. They have, the dates are strange on here. Some of them are remastered, or this one is off of Ricky Nelson's greatest hits digital version. Well, I know damn good well the song's in the 50s at the most, early 60s, but it says 2005, so you can't really tell. You have to know your stuff. We'll do that. We'll go over to Rocco. He's become, I kind of like the way he moves around. A 2-minute and 59-second Gravitate off the I Trust You to Kill Me album. We don't want to go desperate here, Rocco, on our program. It's not Rocco, it's rock and roll. Then we're going to go into the request, which I'm just going to tell you, I already told you what it is. It's Danana, parentheses, Shaky Bum Bum, Fourth Impact and Tony Valor, Na Shaky Bum Bum, my album. It's a 2018 pop. Second time it's been on here. Alfred Silly Boy. Alfred, thank you very much. The name, that name sounds, I told Terry, that name sounds English to me. If it is, send me a pop, will you? Because we'll be having your English man who now lives in Japan, Mr. David Sweetlow, his new song. I listened to it the other day. I said, T, we're putting that one on. We like it. And we have reached out to the capers. They're capering around right now in Europe. They're busy. And since they asked us to focus group 5 of their songs, if they have one that's coming out in the new album, I'd like to stick it in the anniversary. They've been part in the program. I'd like to break it again here in the rocky shores of America. We'll do those two, and we'll do the request, and the last song, we're going to talk about Howie. So let's get down there so we can talk a little bit about Howard and how this particular group, Howard, earned not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 platinums.
Harry's got stories and plenty music on RadioWilder.com.
Some people call me a teenage idol. Some people say they envy me. I guess they got no way of knowing how lonesome I can be. I need somebody to be my baby, someone to tell my troubles to. I've got no time to ever find her, 'cause I'm just passing through. I travel around town to lonely town. I guess I'll always be just a rolling stone. If I find fortune and fame, and lots of people know my name, that won't mean a thing if I'm all alone. I get no rest when I'm feeling weary. I gotta pack my bags and go. I've gotta be somewhere tomorrow to smile and do my show. I travel around from town to lonely town. I guess I'll always be just a rolling stone. If I find fortune and fame and lots of people know my name, that won't mean a thing if I'm all alone. Some people call me a teenage idol. Some people say they envy me. I guess they've got no way of knowing how lonesome I can be. How lonesome I can be.
I'm jealous of the world is jealous of me. I see the way that it turns, dumb and beautiful. I'm jealous of the sun, the way it shines on me. It smells from ear to ear. It's coming close now. I'm jealous of your legs, the color of your car, your picture on the page, dumb and beautiful. It's coming close now. It's getting close now. 1, 2,
Damn, Rocco, I trust you to kill my ears. You came out a blasting. I usually have it as loud as I can, next to as loud as I can have in here. When Rocco came out, he gravitated. Good job, Rocco. A little note that I learned from Ty about Ricky Nelson was his dad, Ozzie Harrod, who was a famous big band leader and had lots of stroke, and of course their TV show did very well. When Ricky was 15, his father negotiated a 20-year record contract. I believe it was with Capitol. That's unheard of. For a handsome fee each year. He was paid on a 20-year contract till he was 35 years old. Yeah, baby. And I heard somebody last night, a jock someplace, say, Ozzy didn't spare any money on his son, and he had plenty of stroke. Well, that went right along with Ty's story. Okay. Now, we're going to play it. You've heard it. We're going to move it along. Very fine, very nice. The Boys in the Bright White Sports Car. Trooper, 2 for the show. Started in 1975. I think they had a Ramon McGuire started them out, and a guitarist, Brian Smith. They were best known for the Canadian hits, Raise a Little Hell, The Boys in the White Sports Cars, and then, this is one of my favorite titles, A 3 Dressed as a 9. They were Applejack. When they were Applejack, they were signed by Randy Bachman of BTO and Guess Who, and to his Legend label. They changed their name to Trooper, and with my pal, Howard, who recorded the albums with these tunes on them. Now, there's a little different standard in Canada. He told me something, but nonetheless, unfortunately, Howard had some things stolen for him out of a beautiful storage unit, out of storage I was in my life in California. I said, Howard, you got to get those gold records back. He said, He said, I probably could, but you got to go through all these processes. And I'm thinking, 10 to 12 gold records, but the platinum, he had a picture of them, the platinum were all in one frame, 4 platinum records for that. Yeah, Howard, that's the kind of credit that you don't normally get. And speaking of Randy Bachman, as we were sitting in there, had different mics at Howard's. One failed, but we'll get more and more and more. Howard said he'd come down and look at my trash can studio for me and see if he can soup it up a little bit. I think Shelley should buy me a beautiful studio at the company so I can live in luxury and have a fake palm tree in the back, something like that. It'd be very, very nice. But Howard was just talking to Randy this and Randy that and Randy, and I don't know how it came around. And Terry's over in the corner with his microphone, and I'm interviewing Howard. We're looking at each other. And the name Randy came out again, and something about Bachman or Bachman this, or I told Bachman something the other day. And Terry looked over, he said, you mean BTO? Bachman Turner Overdrive? And I said, yeah, Randy Bachman. He's this. He started talking about his place, and Terry's mouth, the executive producer, it just stayed open. Like, how your parents say, shut your mouth. What are you trying to do, catch flies or something? Terry probably caught about 8 or 10 flies while he was doing it. His eyes were big. And those of you who remember the Christmas, the birthday, Marlene and Terry's back-to-back request, Marlene riding off in the sunset with Dion, and Terry taking care of business with a Bachman T, so you can see how he likes him. That's the kind of credit you get when you run around somebody who's done 105 artists and has 12 gold records. You get that kind of glory, and that's what you deserve here in the Jalopy, to hear some of the stuff from people that did it. So hear a few tidbits and a few of those other things. It's a very good, and I had never heard of Trooper in my life, never. I've never heard of them, didn't know anything about them. They're still playing. In 2010, they celebrated their 35th anniversary. He told me a couple of other stories about them, but those aren't the stories that we'll be repeating here in the Jalopy. Those are safety for Harry, and Ty also told me a couple, and we'll keep those under wraps. Those will never be talked about on the Wilder program. All right, let me see where we are. Ooh, now I know. We are going to, the next show will be the Labor Day show, the Labor Day. And Thrill for Harry, Boss Skaggs, I think has appeared on this program before. Great band, 60s and 70s. Loved them. Very good. Great sticky on him. Their brand new album out called Out of the Blues, 2018. They knocked me off with a song called Radiator 110. So if you want to get that done before the show pops out, get it. Their whole album is very good. It's real good. And then we got some stuff to talk to you about, a lot of us like burritos, right? Well, there's some good stories about the Flying Burrito Brothers, how we ran into them. And then, shocker, another sticky. I can't do a bunch of stickies on this because it's a great playlist. I think it is. I had trouble with it. I put it together and I was riding a bike over at Ray and Pam Geyer's gym in Taos Spa, and it sucked. It was like, ugh, I can't wait to get home and get rid of this. It didn't work. Songs didn't work, nothing. You know how it always goes on. I didn't like but about 2 or 3 songs. So I removed them. put some other ones that I had, and the next show coming out, put them back in, went back and forth. By the time I did it 3 times, I had identified the songs that I wanted on it. Usually I don't have to struggle as much. Then I begin to like it. Then I changed their order in number 4, let it off with Radiator 110, which came out of the blue. Oh, look, there it is, right out of the album. I didn't say that the album is out of the blues. I say it came in out of the blue. It immediately rocketed into the lead-off position for the show. Then I had everything done except I did not like the song coming into the Deuces Are Wilder, which is a combination Deuces Are Wilder and a request, and I didn't like the song coming out of it. So I switched them around, and then I was happy, and then I was proud. And I think we're going to do it 2 weekends in a row because of the holiday, do our Labor Day show. I think it's a real good playlist, and there's all kinds of stuff on there, interesting and different. Okay? All right, I've led you up and led you up and led you up here, and I think it's about time to deliver the goods. Thank you very much again. I think I mentioned last week, or I haven't mentioned last week, the stats still 32 countries, proud and thrilled. And, I forgot to tell you the story about Mule. Well, I'm going to tell you that story next time. We'll move along. But we had our highest rated show ever, highest listened to show last week, just a standard show coming in the door. Loved it, happy with it. That makes me proud. So we very much appreciate, all of us do, Chrissy, Marlene, T, Angel Voice. We had a great time with Dave Angel and his lovely wife, Terry. We'll talk to you about that. And then T-Bone, of course. We're going to have to start. His name is slowly but surely changing. It's T-Bone, but we now affectionately call him, the girls do, T-Bone Light. And we'll get into that later. He doesn't mind a little private information about him. He's an executive producer. You know how it is in Hollywood. Everybody knows your business. Good night. Goodbye. And I think it's time for a little da-na-na, shake your bum-bum, and then listen to my boys that are not my boys. Listen to Howard's boys, the boys in the bright white sports cars. Trooper 2 for the show. That'll take us out with good rockin'. Good night. Thank you, or good morning, thank you, or good afternoon, thank you.
Come in now with your pretty little face and your pretty little waist. I'ma take you out now. No questions asked. Good enough, nah. You're coming fast. I feel it, nah. Sipping the rum, shake it, bum bum. And we waking and we begging like the only one. Ooh, I feel it tight. You do the nah. I feel it right when you do the nah. Come in now with your pretty little face and your pretty little waist. I'ma take you now. No questions asked. Good enough, nah. You coming fast. I feel it, nah. Sipping the rum, shake it, bum bum. And we waking and we begging like the only one. Ooh, I feel it tight. You do the nah. I feel it right when you do the nah.
I'm on my way. You know what it's about. We gon' do it so good all night. No doubt. 'Cause you were smoking hot. Here we go now. I'm like Jenny from the block. You gotta get down. Now to the messing around. To the messing around. Start fooling around. Start making it proud and don't stop. Not until the sun comes out. It's so good. We gotta do it again and fade out.
No questions asked. Good enough, nah.
Hey, this is Howard Steele, and you're listening to RadioWilder.com with my friend Harry Slale. My favorite band that I produced would be Trooper.
Here they come, the boys in the bright white sports car, waving their arms in the air. Who do they think they are? And where did they get that car? There they go, the boys in the bright white sports car, honking at all the girls. It's Jack of all trades, Stan, and Jerry the garbage man. La da da da, la da 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 da. La da da da, la da 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 da. There they go, the boys are really rolling. Some old lady called the cops, said the car is probably stolen. Stolen.
You've been listening to RadioWilder.com. Remember, Radio Wilder is now partnering with the Be Kind to People Project. Learn more at thebekindpeopleproject.org. Buy a Radio Wilder t-shirt to help out. Click on store on RadioWilder.com. And be sure to join us next week for more great music, stories, and life. It's all right here every Friday on RadioWilder.com. Thanks for listening.